Another episode of America in Black and White. We have a couple of guests that will be joining us this evening. They are not here yet, but they are coming. If we just be patient for me for just a few minutes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but I have today, we have two guests that are going to be representing entrepreneurship. We have Mr. and Mrs. Hart, that's Anthony and Carla. And let me tell you a little bit about what the Harts do. They're a husband and wife team that's humbly walking in their purpose of being blessing by serving others. Success in their eyes doesn't just happen. Rather, it manifests because of how many others are better off due to their existence. Their mission is changing the legacies of other people's families by empowering those who are coachable, accountable, and display the hunger necessary to allow them to partner and prepare them for business ownership. Thankfully, when they needed to help a couple's when they needed to help, a couple stuck their hand out, and because they pursued those connections, they began transitioning from having an employee to business owner mindset, no longer giving the leftovers to each other, their family, or anything they value. It's now their turn to be that handshake for others so they too can achieve their vision. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Anthony and Carla Hart. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Hart. Thanks for joining us this evening.
Good evening.
Hello, hello.
Sorry for the technical difficulties.
No, I'm sorry about that. Please forgive me. I'm glad that you guys are here. Was there anything that you'd like to add to that intro as to the work that you guys have been doing with other people?
Well, basically, the online business that we have, it is a not coveted, but it is an intentional um, connection to our mentors, and that assist us with becoming business owners and being able to pay off almost $450,000 in the last 4 years.
Oh,
So,
wow.
changing our spending, changing our habit, being intentional on needs versus wants, and the luxuries of going out, every other week, or just entertaining things that are taken away from our final destination of being financially free.
Okay. So, what got you guys, what motivated you guys to get into the journey of being an entrepreneur? What are the things that inspired you guys so much?
Great question. I know for me, I just didn't want to no longer be the person who continued to trade my time for someone else's dream. I mean, I just knew that, I mean, that's the short version. The long story is, I mean, people think I'm weird because yes, I am 47. I have held, many titles and jobs per se, and salaries and responsibilities and everything. So I did not dislike what I did corporately or professionally. I just knew that I had to make a bigger impact, greater than myself, and I mean, I come from a family, of females who were successful in that corporate arena, nurses and teachers and everything of the gambit. So I knew what they taught me was going to work and can be successful. But you have to ask yourself, well, what do I really want to accomplish? What do I want to do? And you can't fault anyone for not telling you a different path if they never knew or and haven't ventured down that path that as well. So I'm like, okay, well, what can I do? Like, I mean, I need to do something else, and I know I was here for more. So that's what started me looking for outside of the corporate arena on what I could do to be a bigger blessing to other people than myself.
Yeah.
Wow, that's excellent.
Yeah. And for me, basically, you get the standard: go to school, get a good education,
Hmm.
get on a good job,
Yep.
stay for 30 years or 40 years. And of course, the time frame to retire is now extending,
Hmm.
and you'll be okay. And I did that, got the degrees,
Oh yeah.
and got the debt along with the degrees.
Oh yeah. Big time in debt.
So, and then even when you get the degrees, you find yourself having to start from the bottom or entry level. That does not assist in even paying back those loans. So even though you do go to school and get those degrees, it doesn't guarantee you the outcome that you're looking for. And then you have to ask yourself, if I want to be a teacher, I mean, you can be an excellent teacher and no one's faulting that if that's what you want to do. But will it, they never ask you,
What
how do
outcome?
you want to live?
Right. What outcome do you want?
What do you want to do? They
Right.
never ask you, how do you want to live? Because if I am a teacher and I want to travel every other month, or I want to, just go to the airport and pick a city or something I want to go to, that pay wouldn't afford me to do that. As you can see now, teachers aren't being paid what they're worth.
Yeah.
You know, so that path of going to school, it's great. No one's faulting that, but that wasn't for me. And so I find myself looking outside of that corporate atmosphere, that corporate pay, and having to ask another grown person, can I have this day off?
When can I take my PTO and right? I need to go to the doctor, or I need to take time off, and it's just it's all about reclaiming my time, And I figure if I can spend 40 hours, 50 hours a week working for somebody else's dream, why can't I put the same effort and intention into my own?
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, because granted, now that God, the COVID, has come and gone, and that opened up a whole new door of working from home and remote work and all that. So yes, we're blessed to work from home. It can work anywhere where there's a Wi-Fi connection.
Mm-hmm.
It's still structured in that same noose.
Construct.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Right.
I have to ask somebody else. I have to clock in, salary or otherwise, and work for somebody else's dream.
And unfortunately, with his position, he's the only one that does what he does.
Yeah.
So even though he is on PTO, he still has to carry his computer.
I have teams in India where I have to manage and different time zones, and it's just granted, I'm very thankful of where I've landed my feet in corporate society and corporate realm. But again, it all goes back to what is the outcome I want for myself and my family. I want my time.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be the person who's remembered for how many lives that I impact. That's what I would be remembered for. I'm 47. I'm on my other season of life. So.
And also you have to think, even though we do have the salary, it's their salary.
Exactly.
They can take it back.
It's their money.
They can make another decision.
Exactly.
And you can be out the door, and then so having this additional income affords us to pay off the bills and the debts that we've acquired through the years of obtaining additional education to be specialties.
Right.
And
right.
And have our just being responsible for our monthly income. So having paid off our cars and being able to put those huge dents into the
Sally Mae. You can call it. You can say what it is.
Sally Mae.
Our good old cousin Sally Mae.
Sally Mae, and make those different decisions where we can put dents into the debt. So that's what we are acquiring and what we're doing right now.
Right.
With the additional income that we are getting from the side gig.
With the success that you guys have achieved, did you guys know from the beginning that you two working together would be this successful, or was it one of those things that you said, "Well, let's just try this and see if it works"?
I'm gonna brag on my wife here, because to answer the question, yes, I knew it was gonna be successful because we're in the same boat, we're in the same direction. So we knew it was gonna be a success. What we had to figure out was, okay, well, where we're going to put our efforts, where and what avenue and what vehicle or what arena we're going to put those focuses in so we can be successful. That was the question. It wasn't that we were us, and plus building a business together that brings us even closer together than what we are now. Right. Because we get to bank on our strengths and minimize our weaknesses and balance each other out in a business aspect. So we knew it was going to be a success. Right. It's just a matter of being patient, being focused, being intentional, and not listening to any outside noise, because I listen to people who have done what I'm trying to do, who are successful, who have the lifestyle, the family lives, the financial lives, people who have quote unquote made it. I listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
Love my mom, love my aunt, love my uncles, but if they never accomplished that, I can't listen to them. They have the best interest at heart for me, yes, but if they never accomplished that and went down that path I'm going down, I can't listen to them. They love me, I love them, but they they can't add any value to that, journey.
Right.
You know,
Correct. Yeah. Unfortunately.
right,
Yeah.
right.
So, tell me this. Can you tell me if you guys can tell us? Well, no. First question is this: what can you tell our audience, for those that are listening that may be coupled but not married, and they're thinking the same as you guys? What can you tell them? What's going to be good and how this is going to be good for them, where things can work for them as well?
I would first say they have to take a hard inventory look on themselves. What do they want to accomplish? What is the outcome they would like to gain, to earn, to live out, whatever. First, take a look at that, because once you have that why, your why focus narrowed in, then you can decide, okay, well, what vehicle will help me get that why, accomplish that why. So first, look at what you bring to the table. Are you coachable? Are you patient? What core competencies do you already bring to the table? Are you relatable? Or can you speak well? Or what things that you can bring to the table that you have and only you possess? And if you're not married, okay, fine, that's fine. I mean, coming to a relationship, that's cool. Just make sure that both parties talk and communicate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest thing. Communicate. Minus the emotion. Communicate on what both of you guys want, and then devise a plan.
Yeah.
So let's tell everybody what motivated the two of you to venture into your respective businesses, the business that you're in right now.
Motivation.
That we wanted more.
Yes.
And we wanted to spend, we don't want to spend weekends together. We want to be able to spend all our time together.
Right.
We got married to be together.
To spend life.
And what we're doing is
leftovers.
Leftovers.
Keep it real. I mean, it's leftovers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm at my computer on the couch. He's at her table on the computer. We're both in meetings. We're shouting against each other. I mean, and then at 5:30, we're like, okay, are you done? No, I'm not done. I got a meeting at 7. Oh, I have to call India. Oh, okay. Well, I got to do this and do that. It's like, then now 9 o'clock is like, okay, well, we're done. I'm hungry. What are we gonna eat? I don't know. It's like, it's just, we're always battling that.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
You take a vacation from work, not from each other.
Right.
So
right.
I think that when we spend time together and get to know ourselves and each other, you can bring more to the table when you understand what you want to accomplish. And like Anthony says, we want to make an impact.
Right.
And, having a decent job and being able to accomplish your goals is great. But who are you impacting? Just yourself.
It's just yourself. Right.
And if you have, it's just like gatekeeping. If you have information that's going to help someone else and they're willing to listen and learn and be coachable to, obtain that information and get that for themselves, why not be the handshake? And be that opportunity for someone to get into rooms that they wouldn't else get into,
right?
Or they wouldn't know about,
right.
And the things that we're learning, like I said, we've gone and got education and got our degrees, multiple, but the information that we're receiving and that we're learning, you didn't learn this in school.
No, they don't teach you this.
They don't teach you to be entrepreneurs. They don't teach you to think. They teach you to take tests,
right?
And you just regurgitate what you're learning or what they're teaching you on the test. So they don't teach you to read books outside of your textbooks.
Mhm.
Skills with people,
Right.
and what do you tell yourself when you speak to yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so these things, of course,
Atomic habits, how to set yourself up successfully by looking at your habits and then adding on to your habits, habit stacking, things like that nature.
Mhm.
People always, like, when I meet the younger people, they always tell me, "Oh, you got it made. You make six figures corporately. You're good." I won't be like you. I said, "No, you don't," because I'm time broke. I
Mhm.
have no time. I'm always working.
Yeah.
Always. I'm
Yeah.
always on call. My phone, my iPad, I'm always on call. My laptop. So
Yeah.
there's no time. Yes,
Yeah.
outside looking in, you say, "Oh, you're accomplished." Yes, I did work hard to get what I got. Don't get it twisted. But I'm time broke. That's not my long game.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate because even last month when he had to go for a family funeral
Right.
in Barbados,
Right.
he still had to be on call.
Right.
And
I still have
meetings,
meetings.
different time zones.
Yep.
So it does not stop, and they do not care. Yeah, they take your time, but they're still calling you. You know what I mean? So either you're a hypocrite or you're lying. Something's wrong here. There's a disconnect here.
Right.
And so, with him again being the only person that does what he does, that puts him in a situation where he's always on.
Right. And
So-
remember back in the day where it was all about apprenticeship. You want to learn a trade, iron worker, steel worker, woodworker, whatever, carpenter. You stayed up under somebody for multiple periods of time to learn that craft.
Mhm.
You want to apprentice, and then you owned your own shop. Now, after the revolution and everything, the economy twisted and everything shifted, where now they train you how to be an employee.
Yes.
So now even the school system is set up that way. They train you to be an employee.
Mhm.
Take a test. You pass it, good. Move to the next grade. You learn a little something else. My whole thing about looking back at my college career, I went to Penn State and all that. What I didn't like was that I'm learning from instructors who never did what they were teaching.
Yeah.
How can I learn theory? I don't want to learn theory. I want to learn practicality. So I look at the professor teaching me, economics, but he's bankrupt. Okay, how you teaching principles on finance, but you have no money? You're almost homeless. Like what? Like, this is all theory you're teaching me? No. No.
Yeah.
So the concepts basically were not what you thought they should be when you look back on it now.
Yeah.
Correct. It's what you don't know. I mean, it's just what you don't. What if you weren't exposed to it in different circles, different arenas, different associations? Then you would never know. Yes, you can read a book. You can just take a stab at, I think that book may be good.
Yeah.
But you have nobody pouring into you to show you, well, man, to give you their perspective.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, you're an adult. You make your own decisions. But we have somebody who can pour into you and give you their perspective on where you're trying to go because they've done it. That's the game changer.
Yeah.
That's the game changer, man. Because everybody out here, everybody knows you can in this gig economy, you can work DoorDash, Uber Eats, deliver papers, whatever, drive, whatever. But people fail to realize, yes, that's good. Yes, you're earning extra income, but that's active income.
Yep.
When you stop doing that, the money stops. Now what?
Can you guys share any significant challenges you faced and overcame in your careers?
Personal careers and not entrepreneurship, right?
Entrepreneurship, right?
It's both, or whichever that's going to lead to, however it goes. Are there any that you guys can share with us?
Well, let me go first.
Okay.
Well, I used to work for American Express for 20 years in the merchant services. And one day they came in and said, you guys got 6 months. We're sending your jobs over to the Philippines. And when you're at this company, yes, you can be there for a long time and have tenure, and that's great. But if you're not willing to go through that rigorous training again when you first got there, and your mind is 20 years older, and it's like, I got to start all over again. Your pay doesn't, go down, but you have to start all over again in a different department if you want to stay with the company. And at that time, I'm like, you know what? they paid for me to go to school because they did have tuition reimbursement. I didn't have to give those years back in service. When I used to work for the state, you did that. If they paid for your education, you had to give those years back in service. But with American Express, I didn't have to get those years back in service, but I didn't want to start over again in a different department to have to learn all this other new things and travel and things like that, which was sad that I decided to leave. But I did get a severance package and everything was great. But that was a huge transition for me because since the age of 14, I was never without a job. It's always been either 2 or 3 jobs, when I was a single mom, but I've never been without a job. Thank God I had an Anthony that encouraged me and, told me everything was going to be okay. And we decided to move to a new city and start a new chapter. And that was different because I've never been outside of the state of Florida to live. Well, Anthony's from all over, but
doesn't matter to me.
Barbados, New Jersey, so and to be away from my family. So that was a huge transition for me. And while I did enjoy my time there, I just had to start anew.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. And what about you, sir?
Struggles that I had to overcome. First, in the entrepreneurial aspect, I would have to say just getting out of my own way, not overthinking things, not overanalyzing things, because my brain thinks in zeros and ones. I'm a tech dude. I'm a database guy. I'm a spreadsheet. I'm an Excel dude. I'm a formula guy. So it has to make sense. It has to be rational. It has to make sense. So I had to get out of my own way. And I knew my heart was pure because I care about people. Yeah. So I knew my heart was pure. It's just that I had to not base their response or their lack of response of acknowledging what I'm trying to talk on or talk about, and think, oh well, they just don't they don't get it, or I'm wasting my time or whatever. I have to always make sure that I just had to just remain, just neutral, and unemotional. Just they just don't get it because they haven't seen what I've seen, and that's okay. But if they're willing to again, it's all about relationships and building trust with people, because it's people that we talk to. So once you're able to build that trust and that relationship, and then they be able to just those walls start to break down, and they believe that, okay, you know what, I don't know where you're going, but I know you're going somewhere, and I need to be with you because I need to see where you're going and how I can somehow hitch myself to you and make it somewhere. So that's what I'll say as far as my struggle was to get out of my own way in entrepreneurship. As far as business, corporately, just doing too much, just being the one that they can always come to, and I'm always online, I'm always available. It doesn't matter what time. I get pinged at 2:30 in the morning. I'm on Teams talking to people. I had to try to find a way to unplug. For corporately, that was my struggle, because I'm always here to help. Like that's my thing. I help.
So being too accessible is too much, and that's something that you've learned that has caused you like some kind of impediment or a significant challenge.
Yes.
When it comes to is it just your everyday focus, or is it just when it comes to doing your business itself?
Oh no! The business piece, the entrepreneur side, business piece. Once 5:30 comes, that whole corporate stuff shuts down, because now it's on me. Now it's my time. Right. So I try to fill up. I try to make sure I rearrange my calendar corporately to where my last meetings are like 4 to 4:30, because I know at 5 o'clock to 5:30 that's on me. That's us. That's business. That's we're sitting down doing budgets. We're sitting down doing business work. So no, it doesn't impede that at all, because I know anymore. Yeah, I know that our business will get us where we need to get to. Yeah. So yeah.
So now this is strictly about your entrepreneur side. This question I'm about to ask you now.
Okay.
If you guys can tell us, what mistakes do you wish you could have avoided in your entrepreneur endeavor? So apparently this is most likely when you guys first started. What mistakes did you guys make that you wish you could have avoided when you first started?
Let me say this. With mistakes, you learn. So
Yes.
failure sometimes is not bad. Failure is good because it then allows you to learn the correct way or a different way that you can, maneuver.
Mhm.
So having a failure or having a mistake, that's good.
Mhm.
You're taught that if you fail, that's bad. But in entrepreneurship, you fail, you try again, you fail, you try again.
Mhm.
So I embrace failure because it allows me to open up and learn more and learn a different way. What I can say in the beginning, I had a trust issue um, with the possibility of it failing because my mindset was if I didn't see it, I didn't see it around me.
Mhm.
So again, like he was saying, get out of your own way. And of
Mhm.
course, you're going to have this mindset because again, you never see or never
A different
heard
way.
right
Mhm.
of the ability to be your own boss. And
Right.
it's not so much as having a building or something or overhead or things like that. It's different opportunities that you can have and be your own boss without having the overhead or the big, everything that you think goes along with
And to having a business, right? The
right,
overhead,
yeah,
the brick and mortar,
right,
the lease
right,
payments, the
right.
going into debt to own your business, not
Right,
being profitable in your business when you first start a traditional business.
right.
Most businesses aren't profitable in the first 3 to 5 years.
Mhm.
So
And you
that's what you don't want to go
yeah,
into.
and you have this thought already in your mind that this is going to be too much or it's going to take too much
Right.
time.
Self-doubt.
You have to allow yourself the ability to be open
Mhm.
and have that information poured into you so then you can make a better informed decision versus
Mhm.
making a decision before you even see the opportunity.
Yes, yes.
So
You always have to try, fail. Well, we
just
say fail, but we say learn because it's never failure until you quit. So you try,
basically
you fail, but you slash learn, you adjust and tweak, and then you try again. Because every time you go through that cycle, you become a better person,
better version of
a better
yourself.
version of yourself. Right,
Yeah.
right.
Wow. And I want to tell you guys, I mean, this is really impressive when you can actually meet a husband and wife team that actually works together, that's able to communicate and make things work.
Oh,
Because a lot of times, the team concept, because I believe in the team concept.
oh
Mhm.
yes.
And but the thing is that some people think that they believe that working in teams is good, but they always find themselves wanting to be so individual
Mm,
about the work.
mm.
And so just looking at you guys are actually doing a wonderful job
Thank
of
you.
not just making this come together as a cohesive thing, but you guys are actually expanding it. And that's the part that's so impressive.
Thank
Thank
you.
That's
you,
very
thank you. I mean, the definition of marriage is two people coming together as one
One.
union.
Yeah.
So we're two individuals,
Yes, we are.
and we balance each other out.
Yes, we
We
do.
balance each other out, and that's how we treat our business as well. We come to the table with strengths and weaknesses,
Mhm.
and we balance each other out, and we just make it work. Because at the end of the day, we know where we want to go.
Mhm.
So
right.
nothing can stop us. No doubt, no opinions, no negativity from family, nothing, because we know who we are attached to, who we are part of,
And where we're going.
and where we're going.
Mhm.
So I mean, if you come back with negativity, oh, it's not going to work. Okay, don't cast your doubts of yourself onto me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
And
That's
I
why you
think
always surround yourself with people that are just like you.
yes, yes,
Exactly. If you're
yes,
the
yes.
smartest person in your
Your circle, you
circle,
change
you
your
have to change circles. It's
change
time
your
to
circle,
go.
change your
It's
circle.
time to go.
Get new friends. So
Yeah.
and the thing of it is that we each are different characters, and and I have my moments, he have his moments, but the thing of it is being able to listen and, like he said, take the emotion out of it
Right. And just
and
talk.
and be able to come to agreement. Listen, this is where we want to go. If you are saying I want to be financially free,
Right.
okay, so why are you buying this new purse?
Right.
This purse costs, it may cost $150, but that's $150 that we could put toward debt to, bring it
Right.
down. I know you want to go on a vacation. Soon as we get to this level, let's do this. Let's make a goal.
Right.
If we can pay down this, we can treat ourselves to a little something.
Right.
Not something extravagant, because you're building that all back up. But you want to be able to say, you know what, in 3 months, if we pay off this $10,000 or whatever, let's go out and have an ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Something,
and just have fun with it.
Right.
I mean, because life is meant to be enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
It's never a chore. First of all, the Lord wants us to be living abundance anyway.
Yes.
So it's never about, oh, I can't have fun, or I
Right.
can't enjoy it. No,
Right,
enjoy life.
Right. It's for a little time.
Enjoy it.
It's for a season. You know what I'm saying? Everything is in a season.
Right.
And if you can focus enough to get what you want in that season, then all bets are off with regard to where you can go, how high you can go, how
Right.
far you can go. And you know what? You find yourself enjoying seeing that debt go down. You find yourself enjoying, babe, we got it. We got, knocked out 5 credit cards.
Right.
Babe,
Having
we
no
done
car
knocked-
payment.
Right.
It's just like
it's just insane
Yeah.
because you get excited that you are actually seeing
right, the
what
fruits of your labor.
correct.
Yep. Every decision we make, we funnel it through. Will this make a difference 5 years from now? Will this get me closer to my goal or farther away? That's how we view our decision making, our calendar planning. That's how we view how we make decisions in our daily lives.
Yep.
So tell me, if you guys can tell us this, how do you guys identify and capitalize on market opportunities in your ventures?
By simply just having conversations with people.
Yeah.
I mean, because again, we're in a people business, so we just like we go out because we have to live everyday life. So if I'm going to the gas station to fill up the car, if I run into somebody, hey, I'm friendly. Hey, how you doing? How you been? Nice car or whatever. Just conversations, just having conversations with people, just living everyday life, and and if I can identify off in that one glimpse of a conversation, someone's gap or someone's need, or identify where I can add value in some kind of way by just offering a book suggestion, a podcast suggestion, some kind of value I can add to someone in that instance, I'm going to do it. Because again, it's not about me, it's about them.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think the COVID. I think COVID has people have that yearning to connect again.
Yes.
And it's we like to talk anyway.
Right.
And so I think that with COVID happening, people want to connect, and of course on a deeper level. Now you want to be able to be engaging.
Right.
You want to be able to be thoughtful, and having conversations out, and about is just a simple, how you doing today? You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful dress.
It's just who we are.
Just a compliment. You just
Right.
never know where people's mindsets are or how their day is going just by a simple smile and how
Yeah,
you do.
smile at somebody,
You
man.
know?
Like, how you doing? Eye contact. Like, just, hey, what's up? Because most people are just in their own world, head down. They're in a bad mood. Something happened, or they're in survival mode, like most of us are in survival mode. So they're not open. So just smile at somebody, man. It's crazy how a smile just changes somebody's day.
Mm-hmm.
Then they might get your number, and then you can't get them stop talking. Like, okay, I gotta go. I gotta go, but here's my number. Let's talk. You know?
So if you guys can tell us this, what role does recognizing market gaps play in your business strategy?
It's huge.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
huge.
Helping someone fill that gap of someone knows where they're currently at and where they want to go, and then that space in between is the gap. So if we can help them fill that gap, that's where it becomes fun. Seeing their eyes light up, and seeing them see like they get it, they understand, and they know it's going to take work to get there, but they're willing to put the work in. Because at the end of the day, it's a business. It's nothing you do, flippantly, or I'm gonna just do it part-time. No, this is a business that you earn revenue in month after month, year after year. So you have to put in the intention and the focus to grow that business. Granted, you're not gonna know how to do that. That's why entrepreneurship, perspective, association, people who have done it, and us, we're the examples of who have done it. We can show you how to do it. That's where we come in. And that's where the fun part is.
And even if they don't decide to become entrepreneurs,
That's
just
okay.
just having that information of a different outlook on life,
Right.
and how they can maneuver their finances,
Right.
and different things that they can look at with their career choices, then that's awesome, because
Right.
we often get calls and texts from
Mhm.
people that we've spoken to or assisted in some way,
Mhm.
thanking us, and I consider you guys family,
Right.
and coming to visit, even though they move away to a different state, but they still keep in touch. So
Right.
that's the fruit of our labor.
Right. Just having someone be open to thinking a different way,
A better
to,
version of themselves.
right, to thinking of a different option. That's where it becomes fun. There is no one way of I have to get a trade, or I have to go to school, or I have to work midnight shifts at the grave at the warehouse, or I have to do this. No, there are other ways you can obtain what you want to obtain. If you don't know, you just don't know.
Right. That's correct. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't know
Right.
that there are other ways that you can be successful, but you have to put in the work. And I understand that, people are working 2 or 3 jobs. I'm a witness. But like Anthony said, if I can give all that time to a business, my job, for someone else's business or their dream to come true,
Mm-hmm.
why can't I give myself a couple hours a week to work toward my goal?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you have to think about it. It's like if I can work 60 hours at Walmart, Sam Walton is gone and gone, but his family is well taken care of.
Right.
So I want to be able to be Sam Walton. Can I,
Right.
invest in myself? And that's basically it. You're investing in yourself. You're investing in your mindset. You're invested in, your outlook on things, and, being intentional about your actions and about your time. You don't have time for everything. And that's, cutting out a little something to make your goal come to fruition is, again, a little price to pay.
Right.
It's not
All about
forever.
prioritization.
It's not forever. So it's
right, it's just a season. Right. You just put the work in. It's a 2 to 5 year journey, because I'm gonna quote my mentors here. He said it's a 2 to 5 year journey to become financially independent. Now, all that means is that your entrepreneurial income surpasses what you need to live off of day to day.
Mhm.
That's all that means. So, and it's a 2 to 5 year journey for that to happen, of intense focus, intentionality, all that. It's a 2 to 5 year journey. So for us, we're year 4 of that 2 to 5 year journey. So like I said, like I mentioned before, our results of paying off debt, and we're almost 18 months away from phasing out of the corporate arena. So we're almost there on that roadmap to success. So.
Okay. So, in the industry in which you guys are in,
Yes.
I take it you guys do a lot of recruiting, right?
No, sir.
No recruiting.
No, sir.
No recruiting. No
That's
recruiting.
not how you build
Substantial.
a sustainable business that can yield you that return that you're looking for. You don't recruit.
Okay. So, when you to have people to work in your industry, what do
Yes.
they have to do in order to work with you guys?
We have a 2 to 4 week vetting and selection process, where we have to first just start building that relationship with somebody, so we can start earning that trust. You give me 10% and let me earn that 95 or that 90, whatever. I can't do math. She's the math girl.
The 90%.
Yeah, 90%. So it's about conversations.
Mhm.
We have conversations. We start people off with education. We educate you. We want you to read. Can you critically think? And at the end of the day, we're building leaders. We're not building an employee.
Right.
Whole different structure, whole different process. We're building leaders.
Mhm.
Can you lead 50 to 100 people? Do you have those core things in place that will tell me, hey, you know what, John can lead some people. Let me now take my year time to invest in somebody, to build them up, to show them and prepare them for business ownership to obtain their goal. So we don't recruit. That's not how you do it.
Yeah.
Because it's not everybody. First of all, it's not everybody.
Correct.
Everybody can't think that way.
And if it's not for you, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And that's good to know up front, so that, we are being attentive about our time. So
Right.
if you say to me, you know what, this is not going to work for me, we understand and we
Right.
get it, and we wish you the best.
Right. What's their level of hunger? If it's not above a 7, I can't work with you. It has to be above a 7.
So
Yeah.
tell us, what is that vetting process?
We take them through.
Well, first we have a conversation
Yeah,
with you.
right.
We have a conversation with you of what what is your what's your intention for your life?
Right.
Where do you see yourself, or where do you want to see yourself? What's your goals?
Right.
Things like that.
Why do you even want to build other incomes outside of what you're doing corporately? Why? Why do you want to do that? Why do you say, hey, I want to drop ship, or I want an Etsy store? Why? It's just to make money. It's just to fill a gap of what you're missing per month, $500, $1,000 a month. Like what's your reason to seek other incomes?
Right.
It has to be for us. It has to be more than just the money. It has to be. What are you trying to get at? What are you trying to accomplish? You want more time with your wife. You want to help your mom, get into a assisted living facility, or you want to help your family pay off your mom's house, or it has to be something of impact. It has to be way more than money, because money's just an option.
Right.
Money gives you options. That's
Yes.
all money is. It gives you options.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be more than that. So we take them through a process where we get them reading, we get them critically thinking. We get them around our association of people, of entrepreneurs, so they can also see, and we can. It's a two-way street. They can see us, touch us, talk to us. Different backgrounds of people. We some look like us, some don't. It's all different people. And then they get educated on the business side of things, the education platforms that we leverage, the vehicle that we leverage, and then how to grow and scale an e-commerce business.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a good 4 weeks before we can even decide to say, you know what, okay, I think I can be successful in helping that person get what they want to get.
Yeah.
If we can't, then we just part ways. And you know what, I don't believe I can get you there, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And we address those yellow flags or red flags. Either they weren't communicating enough, with us. They weren't accountable to their word.
Mm.
Like I'm taking my time to help you. So I need you to be, communicating, accountable to your word.
Mm-hmm.
If you tell, hey, Aunt, I'm gonna be here at this meeting at 7:00, you're gonna be there at 7:00. I'm gonna be there.
Right.
So if you're not there, hey, I'm not waiting around. If I get no text saying, hey, I was at an accident, or I got whatever,
Yeah.
I got to go.
Yeah. And it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if they do decide to come to the class and different things like that, and then they decide, you know what, this isn't for me, and that's good. We wish you well, but the gist of it is to get you that foundation to build from,
Right.
and to have that open mind, because again, we condition ourselves. If we haven't seen it, we don't think it can be done. So you have to be able to be open to the possibility.
Right. And I don't mind taking like I mentioned before, we have we invest a year's time.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't take up to a year to be profitable and everything. No.
Yeah.
People are profitable within the first month of opening their business. It's just that we allot that time so that we can properly educate them and prepare them of what it takes to own a business, the tax advantages, the tax loopholes, how to do certain things, how to structure your budget, your value based, your spending plan, how to pay off debt, because we want people, as they're building an income, to then eliminate their debt as well.
Correct.
So they're financially independent.
Correct.
They owe nobody else nothing but their time.
So in doing these e-commerce stores, when you're getting when you have people that work with you guys,
Yes.
do you guys actually build them their website, or is that something that comes with them working with you guys?
It comes with it. It's a business in a box. Thankfully, the e-commerce platform that we leverage, it comes with a business in a box. All the back end, all the logistics, all of the taxes, all of the inventory, all of the research and development labs, the scientists. It comes with all of that already built out.
Yeah.
So all you're doing is leveraging that platform, that vehicle.
Yes.
To build your income, to build and scale your business, because it's your business. But you're leveraging that platform and the 15 to 16 brands that platform has already acquired to build and scale your income.
Yeah, they take care of all the logistics.
So you get your own website, you get your mobile apps on your phone to run your business. I can run my business from my cell phone right now. I can log in. See, look at my beautiful wife. I can log in. I know it's cheesy. I'm sorry. I can log into my phone and run my business from my phone anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So we get mobile apps and every. See, we're cheesy.
Okay, look at that.
We're cheesy.
Was it so then so when you get people to work with you though, how do you actually find people that you think are capable of working with you guys? Because if you've got the business in a box like that and it's got everything that's fully structured, how do you find the people that's going to be right for that?
The conversations when you're out.
Yeah, I mean,
Again, when people have conversations, they talk about, the gamut. What do you do? Where are you from? And what brought you here? And
all right, they just have to just be the right fit to understand that this is going to take work, and what they're going to get themselves into. It's not going to be what we do is it's simple but not easy.
Yeah.
So it's going to take you to slow down, to speed up.
Yeah. You're in business for yourself, but
Right.
not by yourself, because you have a community that's going to help you.
Right.
And again, it's not about picking. It's not about going out and again recruiting. We just having a conversation. Maybe at dinner we see some couple or whatever, and we just got married. We moved here to Charlotte. Blah
Right.
blah blah. This and that. So what do you guys do?
It's a connection.
It's a conversation.
It's a connection with people,
And what? My husband's working da 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 da. But we're trying to find something else. We're trying to make our ends meet and things of that nature.
Right.
And then the conversation comes up.
All right, just making those connections and those dots to just say, okay, well, what have you done in the past? You said you want to make ends meet. So what have you done in your past to make those ends meet? What have you tried? What have you didn't succeed at? Like just finding out, okay, well, what is it that they're after?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we have the process to then educate and prepare them, so that then at the end of that process they go, you know what? Yeah, I believe I can use what you guys have to get me where I need to go to. Or on the flip side, you know what? Nah, I won't have the time it takes to invest in that. Some people have too many irons in the fire. I met a guy 2 weeks ago who, smart man, 31 years old, smart man. But he already has a repair business in his garage. His wife owns a salon. So he has too many irons in the fire to even want to invest the time it's going to take for me to show him how to get what he wants to get, and that's okay too.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm gonna spend my time, I need to make sure that you're focused and you're ready to go. You're ready to go, and we hit the ground running. So yeah.
So tell me, from the time that you guys have started up to this point,
Yep.
Can you tell us what is the impact on your community for the work that you guys have done?
Now, when you speak of community, I'm not just thinking of a charity or something like that.
Right.
When I say community, I mean my coworkers, based on my skin. Oh, that your skin is so pretty. They can't believe how old I am. I'm like, well, I'm using my products. You know what I'm saying? And I may introduce those products to them, as a gift or something like that. And they, appreciative of that. And oh, my skin and this, and someone have eczema, and I have this soap. Da, da, da. So it's helping people that I'm in communication with on a daily, people that I may in passing. I may see someone that may be hurting or rubbing their knee or something, and I might have some CBD cream in my purse. And I'm like, hey, I see that you're aching and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Here, try this and see how this works for you, and let me know how you feel.
Right.
And instantly they're like, oh my God, and hey, that's from my store, and let's talk, this and that.
Right.
So it's just as simple as a conversation.
Just adding value. It's just adding, not and we do it by, because again our hearts are pure, so we don't do it by getting something from someone.
Right.
We just go out there and add value, because once you add enough value, the results will show up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The results will show up. And how we connect is that we just simply be the example. In every aspect of our lives, by how we talk to each other, how we treat each other, how we run our business. We just are the example of for other people that okay, it can be done.
Mhm.
And yes, we're on the older side of the spectrum, and younger people may may not can relate or whatever. But it's just we just connect.
Okay. So, can I ask you this? Can you guys share examples of innovative solutions that you've developed to address market needs? This is when it comes to, let's say, like with you guys having your e-commerce stores,
Mhm.
and there are like some things that's maybe lacking or missing in the market,
Mhm.
that there needs to be something needs to address it, if it's a product or if it's just a marketing strategy. um, can you share examples of innovative solutions that you guys have developed?
Yes, I'm gonna name two.
Okay.
One are testimonies
Mhm.
Okay.
because we are our own best testimony because we use our own products.
Mhm.
We have experienced the benefits of having what we have at our disposal. So testimonies are one.
Mhm.
Number two, how to address a market need is that we have developed a customer needs assessment where it goes over it asks detailed questions on like, for instance, what are you currently using to address eczema, or do you even have eczema, or sleep deprivation, or things like that. We go over different questions and trying to find out somebody's need,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then based on that, we get together with that person or individual or couple, and then address, okay, well, these are the products or services or what have you that I feel that will best address your need. It's all about addressing someone's need, because why try to push something that somebody doesn't need?
Mhm.
So if they're identifying what they need up front, makes my job a whole lot easier. So
Yeah.
now I can say, okay, well, they need this. Well, here are a couple of examples of how I can fill that need.
Right. And we'll sample that to them.
Right. It's always a question. If I would you,
Mhm.
if I have access to this product, this service, this whatever, would you willing to, allow yourself to try it? And we sample that. We sample it, and we follow up with them. Say, okay, well, did it address your need? Yes, no. On what scale? And do you think we just go over a whole bunch of scenarios, and we just narrow down to a product or service or good to fill their need.
Yeah.
That's how we address the actual
Market.
need for market. Right.
Well, so one good thing I see that I hear you guys are saying is that you guys do not sell anything that you do not use.
Correct.
Exactly.
Correct.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's the
Exactly.
way you stand by your product.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. Yes.
So, can I ask you guys this? How do you balance your risk taking with calculated decisions? That is, making in your entrepreneurial pursuits.
When you say risk, can you be more specific?
Your risk. Risk.
Well, I don't see that there is a risk. I mean,
right. The risk is still staying at my job until I'm 50, until I'm 75 years old,
Okay.
or being let go,
Right.
or having to figure out how we're going to eat next week.
Right.
That's my
Right.
risk.
Right.
I'd rather build my roof before it rains.
Correct.
Okay.
So
Right.
I'm gonna build my house, build my roof before it rains, before I need it. So then, God forbid, it does come my way,
You're gonna be good.
we're good.
Yep.
See, that's excellent. See, that right there, that's a major selling point for you guys, because if there is no risk, then that means that all the rewards should always be fruitful.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. And the fruitfulness of those rewards are the people that we help.
Yes.
That is the best part, man. When we get messages from people saying, "Hey, I paid off my last car note," or I don't have any more credit card on this credit card that we paid off $5,000 towards because of you guys' help and your budget session that you sit down with me, and we went through it and all that. That's the good part.
Yeah.
That makes me smile inside, helping them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fruitfulness of our labors.
Yep.
So, can you guys discuss the importance of adaptability in the ever-changing business landscape?
Oh man!
Absolutely. If you don't adapt, you die. If you don't adapt, you die.
Okay,
Because
so what's the importance of that?
survival, a living. You're living because I know how we're in our comfort zone.
Right.
That's what it is.
Can't do it.
You're in your comfort zone. You can't stay in your comfort zone and excel.
Things die in the comfort zone.
Yeah.
You can't.
You cannot stay in your comfort zone and excel. You have to be willing to take that step. Everything is on the opposite side of fear.
Yep.
I know fear will stop you every time. Doubt.
And it's not real.
Right. It's in your mind.
Fear is not real.
It's not something tangible.
I mean, fear from a lion is real, but I mean, like, fear from a standpoint of having self-doubt. Of like Carla said, I haven't seen it before, so I don't know if it's gonna work.
Yeah.
That type of fear and doubt.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't do that. And you have to be adaptable because you've never done this before. You've never done this before. So you don't know Carla and I. You don't know nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Right. So you have to be adaptable to say, you know what? Yes, I don't know, but I believe they have my best interest at heart. I'm not gonna lie to you. I profit from not lying to anyone.
Right.
I don't profit from trying to dupe you or persuade you. No.
Yeah.
It's about what you want to achieve. It's all based on them.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be adaptable. So you have to be adaptable to say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna prioritize, what I value.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna stick to it, and I'm gonna have patience, and I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is not an overnight success thing.
It's a 25-year journey.
Yeah, you have to know that you have to put that time in order to see, an abundance. Like we said, you can be profitable the first month.
Oh yeah.
But you have
we've seen it. Other people. We have other people be profitable in the first month.
Yeah. But you have to be consistent in order to have that longevity and to build the sustainability and be able to, be fruitful and be able to show others that it can be done.
We don't just throw the new potential business owner to the wolves. We hold their hand. We show them how to do what to do.
Mm-hmm.
We already have the built out courses and curriculums and onboarding and all of that to show them how to do what we do. So they are successful. So they get those quick wins up front, and then they start making money. Now their belief grows. Oh, it does work. Oh, I can do this. They keep going. They keep pressing forward. We're there in their corner. We're there in their ear. And we're just helping them and guiding and shaping them because again, they've never done it before.
Right.
So they're gonna face adversity and negativity and from family and family be the worst ones. Our family sometimes don't support us. They're the worst ones.
But that's okay.
But
it's okay.
That's always a truthful thing.
Yeah, that's okay.
This I know is a very good question, and I'm sure that you guys have got a really good answer for this. What advice would you give aspiring entrepreneurs based on your experience?
I would say make a decision. Once you make a decision,
that decision is made.
Follow it up. Follow it up with a plan, and then seek people that already has made the same decisions you've made, and that are going in the same direction or have already been there and done it, accomplished it, and just looking to help back. Reach back and shake your hand and help you. And just do it.
Be consistent.
Just be consistent. It's consistency. It's not about the level of intensity you go at it. It's being consistent day after day.
1% better every day.
Day after day. Yep.
And so with that question, tell our guests how can they actually contact you guys to learn more about what you do. And maybe want to learn if they want to be vetted by you guys to be a part of what you do.
Sure. You can reach us at on, of course, social media, Instagram at we are Anthony, the letter N, Carla. That's our Instagram page. I know, again, it's cheesy, but that's us. So it's we are Anthony, the letter N, as in Nancy, Carla. That's our Instagram, and then our contact landing page is a flow page. So it's flow.page/heartfelt So,
INN.
Right. So HART, because that's our last name, Hart, of course. Again, sorry. Heartfelt NINN. That's our landing page. You can contact us via email there. You can text me there. All that good stuff there. And if you want me to, I can put it in our chat box or whatever you want me to put those two links if you need to.
Actually, no, that's going to be fine because as people go back and they continue to watch this episode,
Okay.
they will have your contact information.
Okay.
And so as much as they watch it, as much as they're going to learn, and also what I would like to know is that if there could actually be another time that I could bring you guys back for a follow-up show, for more progress and so forth.
Absolutely.
I would. It'll be an honor. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, I thank you all very much. This has been a wonderful show, and again, I need to apologize to you all for the technical difficulties, but everything has been fine, and I really do appreciate you guys coming on the show, sharing this wealth of knowledge that you have.
Thank you. It's being adaptable. Remember.
Thank you for having us.
Make it do what it do.
Most definitely. So I will see you guys on the next time.
Okay.
And I want to thank everybody out there for watching. Please make sure that you go to our YouTube channel, watch this show and all the others, and please make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button because every time there's a new show, you'll definitely be notified. Thank you to Anthony and Carla for being here and sharing this wealth of knowledge, and we will see you guys tomorrow for our last episode of the week on American Black and White. You guys have a great evening.
You as well, Charles. Thank you so much.